Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are not new. Thank you so much for visiting me again. I am Irene, a language tutor from Italy, and today we're going to be talking about 5 things you have to do if you want to learn a language fast. Let's get into it. For those of you who don't know me, welcome first of all. On this video we talk all about languages, learning techniques, learning strategies and tips and tricks, and we talk about Italian grammar, and we also talk about books that can help you learn new languages. If you are into any of these things, leave me a like and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and yeah. Let's get into it. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 things that I think are essentials to be able to learn a language fast. Now, first of all, I want to point out, learning a language fast has different meanings for everyone. Going into learning a new language, it is very, very, very important that we have realistic expectations. Very often we hear on the internet, oh yeah, I learned a language in a month, or I learned a language in a week. Some people, I believe, might be able to do that, but for most of us, for me, and I think most mortal people, it's just setting us up for failure. So learning a language fast for you might mean learning it in a year or 2 years or maybe 6 months. Learning a language is not something that you can think of in the short term. Of course, it depends on what your goals are, but if you really want to learn a language completely and fully and be able to have conversations on very specific topics, that's gonna take some time. But of course, there are ways to get you through it faster. Strategy number 1, and probably the most important: do a little every day. You might say, okay, then that's fine, I get it, but I don't have much time. Like, I work, I study, I have a life, and it's hard to do everything every day. Yes, that's why I said do a little. I don't care what you do. If you do Duolingo, if you take your grammar book and study from the grammar book, if you watch a video or listen to a podcast, just do it every day. And do it for however much time you have. And just make sure it's not too much, for a very important reason: sustainability. Just think, if you have 2 hours for a week, 14 hours, it's a lot. You have a lot of time to do a lot of things and to learn quite a bit. But is it sustainable? Do you think that you can keep doing it for a month, for 2 months, for a year? Think about that, because that could be your key to success or your key to failure. Do something every day, so your brain is always thinking, okay, yeah, I did a little bit of this today, so this is important. I need to remember it. Do something a little bit every day. Strategy number 2, get as much input as possible. If you try to go out there and speak all of a sudden in a new language, it's not going to happen magically, which means you need to have the words to be able to use them. What is input? Could be listening to a video, to a podcast, to people in the street. It could be reading, all like passive language activation, if I can even say so. Words are like the building blocks to make a house. You cannot make a house without building blocks. And you have to get the building blocks from somewhere. So get as much input as possible and be as active as possible, okay, when you get that input. So yeah, you get the input passively, but try to learn actively. And speaking of being active, this brings us to strategy number 3, that is speaking with a native. I know many people will say, I can't find a native. So I have a few things to say. Of course, finding a native can be a little bit challenging, especially if you are learning a language that isn't as common, okay, as English or as Spanish, for example, or French. But there are so many ways to be able to speak with a native. On the internet, you have endless possibilities. I have myself been on a lot of websites, and lessons can be convenient in the moment in which you cannot find someone to practice consistently with, and you need someone who's there for you all the time and is there to help you out, to help you improve your language level. Speak with a native. Find any native you can find and speak with them. What you are doing by speaking with a native is transforming your passive vocabulary that you got through input into active vocabulary. And that's when you are actually able to speak a language. And this brings us to strategy number 4, which is find activities that you enjoy. As I was saying in strategy number 1, I don't care what you do, as long as you do something. And for the sake of sustainability, enjoyability is a vital important, because if you have to do something every day, it must be something that you somewhat enjoy. I love reading, I love listening to podcasts, and somehow I find the time to read or to listen to podcasts every single day. Just do something that you like, so you're more likely to continue doing it for however long you need. What else can I say? Just practice, practice, practice in any way you can. If you don't like routine, don't do the same thing every single day. Change it up and practice in different ways. Do you want to watch a movie? Watch a movie. You want to listen to a song and sing along? Please do so. The most important thing, really, as I stressed throughout this whole video, is consistency. What helps is practice and is discipline. And again, by doing something that you like, that you enjoy, by not doing too much and not getting burnt out, I think that's the best way for you to proceed. So this is it. Okay, these are the 5 things that I think you should do if you want to learn a language fast. All of these 5 components put together will motivate you and will help you succeed in doing whatever you want to do. I think these are like basic for everything you want to do in life. So I guess you could apply these to the rest of your life too, if you're not learning a language but you clicked on this video randomly. Anyway, I really hope that you found this video useful, and if you have any tips or strategies that you have used, please let us know down below in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.